September the 24th, 1945. When Lady Bradshaw summons you, you go. Mary and I were bound for our honeymoon, but the chance to dine with one of Britain's finest antiquarians was too great for us to miss. When we met, Bradshaw wore a brooch that caught Mary's eye. A Sumerian relic recovered from a dig site in the Hashemite kingdom of Iraq. After dinner, she showed us another find from the same site, a gold cuneiform tablet. She called it the final puzzle piece in her life's work, a map that pinpoints the tomb of Alexander the Great. If she's right, the tomb lies somewhere on the border of Iraq. Lady Bradshaw wants us to lead her expedition. I realize now that our honeymoon will take place in a dusty dig site in the Zagros Mountains. April the 2nd, 1946. We have assembled our team. Top of my list was my old comrade from the wars, Captain Sherman Crowe, the bulldog of Omaha Beach. We found him in Cairo, brawling for money in a 11-time drinking club. Crowe recommended an experienced dig foreman, Arthur Pullman, and in Haifa we picked up my assistant, the always inquisitive Aline Journeau. Lady Bradshaw insisted on the presence of her own advisor, Ellis van Hoyten, an archaeologist I know only from his poor reputation. Our team complete, we shall head to the Lebanon and from there by train to Baghdad. October the 21st, 1946. Crowe was the first to break into the tomb, an honor he shared with Bessie, that damned machine gun of his. It was a beast of a weapon, but it seemed to comfort the fellaheen doing the digging. This place has lain undisturbed for centuries. It is not the tomb of Alexander the Great, but a temple of an even older god king, the Akkadian despot, Naram Sin. We have been mistaken, but Lady Bradshaw still declares it a find for the ages, a discovery that will write our names in the annals of history. Looking out at this sceptred hall, I have no reason to doubt her. The catacombs beneath the temple are heaped with human bones. Aline has worked sacrificial digs in El Castillo, but even she hasn't seen death on this scale before. The Akkadians killed thousands in the name of their gods, most ritually decapitated, but others crudely slain and dumped in charnel pits, as though the slaughter had spiraled out of control. What plague or cataclysm demanded such a price? So much blood spilled. And for what? Whatever happened here millennia ago, it is a secret waiting to be discovered. Our work begins in earnest. Seventh of December, 1946. Our finds have been so spectacular, I couldn't resist breaking out the champagne. As I entered the survey tent to pour a glass for Mary, I realized something was awry. She'd found Bradshaw's crate of dynamite. I tried to calm her, but she worked up a full head of steam, sounding off about the risks of using explosives at a dig site.
Bring the roof down!
She was right, of course. I feel terrible for hiding it from her. Just then, Crowe arrived and picked up the dynamite. When Mary ordered him to put it down, he looked her boldly in the eye and said they'd found something below. The bottom of the chasm stank of death and was littered with corpses, fresh enough to be covered in flies. Crowe thinks that local bandits must have tossed their victims down here after robbing them. I pity those hapless wanderers. The fear they must have felt as they tumbled to their doom. But this was not what he wanted to show us. An unearthly light pierced the rocks. When Mary asked us what it was, Bradshaw nodded to Crow, who broke open the dynamite. She said she intended to find out. Blowing a hole through the rock face, we found a gateway to a strange world below. A phosphorescence emanated from beneath, casting its eldritch light over us all. Lady Bradshaw was insistent that we descend further. Perhaps Mary is right, and Bradshaw is becoming reckless and uncontrollable. But I can't stop thinking about what's down there. I am now working with Crow and Pullman to set up a winch and elevator to descend into the shaft. What mysteries lie below, I wonder, undisturbed by the world above. December 13th. Crow, Bradshaw and I descended in the elevator. As we left, I was struck by the change in Bradshaw's temperament. She seemed eager, almost manic in the face of our new discovery. When we reached the bottom, Crow could not prevent himself from letting loose an oath. There before us, set in a dizzying vault, lay a city. It was loathsome, colossal, and sleeping. A great carcass built in some ancient age before men. Overcome with awe, I fell to my knees. December 28th. God forgive us. For days we have studied this dead, silent realm and its entombed abominations. Now the horrors have come for my own dear Mary. Crow found her unconscious in the Star Chamber, her notes scattered around her. He carried her back to our supply room and laid her down in one of the cells. When Bradshaw learned what had happened, she was evasive about Mary's work down there. As I cleaned my wife's face, she spoke to me in a fever, sounding distressed and confused. I have resolved to keep a vigil over her. I pray her fever abates so we can escape this cursed place. 29th of December. Pullman says the radio has been sabotaged. An expert job, with vital wires severed. Someone wants to cut us off from the outside world. Aline fought in the resistance, but while she is undoubtedly capable, I refuse to accept she's responsible. Personally, I still harbor doubts about Van Hoyten. Although without proof, everyone remains a suspect. All I can do now is place sentries on the expedition's equipment. 30th of December. Mary's condition worsens. This evening, I awoke from an exhausted daze to find Lady Bradshaw asking my wife more of her damned questions. Mary was babbling something about winged demons. At this, Bradshaw's eyes lit up and she asked whether Mary could sense them now. Gripped by delirium, my wife lashed out, clawing at Bradshaw's chest. Lady Bradshaw withdrew, and I was, after a while, able to calm my wife. "31st of December. Mary is dead. I sat with her in her final moments, telling her how sorry I was. Sorry for accepting Bradshaw's offer, for ever coming to this hell-forsaken place, for placing my vanity above our love. When Mary spoke about the end of everything, I knew she sensed death coming. With her last words, she made me swear to bury this place." "9 p.m. Something unholy has happened. As I sat with my wife, I noticed something in her hand. Lady Bradshaw's brooch. She must have pulled it from her shirt when she grabbed at her. Turning it over, I noticed that it looked like one of the creatures we'd exhumed from the cocoons. Were these the demons Mary had spoken about? Had Bradshaw known all along what we'd find down here? Then Mary's corpse moved. It was not my wife. It was something inhuman. It leapt at me, and only the bars of the cell spared me from its fury. The camp is in uproar. Workers are missing, and Lady Bradshaw has returned to the city deep below. No one knows why, but I can guess. She yearns for the same fate that befell Mary. She wants to be one of them. First of January, 1947, 1 a.m. The saboteur has struck again, sealing us in here. We are hopelessly trapped with those things. All around us, they shriek from the darkness. Crow has set up his machine gun, pointed towards the catacombs. Mary was right. We cannot fight that which does not live. There is only one option now. Bring the whole damn temple down on them. Even if it means bringing it down on our own heads. They cannot be allowed out of here. When this temple falls, my wife and I will be buried together, side by side. I owe her that, at least. The portrait that I carry in my watch case is the Mary that I remember, not that thing in the cell. This was all Lady Bradshaw's doing. She knew all along what was down here. She led us to them. I found her below, hunched over the murdered corpse of Van Hoyten. As she turned to face me, I saw that she had changed. My hand fell to the closest weapon I could find, an iron tentapeg. I stabbed her with the metal, impaling her in the heart. She died. Unholy screams echoed from deep below, as if answering the sudden release of blood. They are coming. We must end it here, with fire and gunsmoke. If there is time, my last act will be to dictate this diary onto tape. Perhaps, if it is found in the rubble, it can serve as a warning to any who follow us. The bones of this temple are drenched in blood. We have set foot on an uncharted shore and roused something ancient and wicked. A blasphemy that comes in indescribable shapes and forms. For eons we lived as children in this world, unaware of the horrors that slumber beneath our feet. Now we have blindly thrown open the gates to madness. I fear being taken, but I must do what I must. We must seal this place for eternity, for all mankind. Mary, I'm sorry.
You teeter on the edge of an abyss. Your survival depends on the choices you make. They will be as a compass, guiding you through the unknown. Will you find the path to salvation, or be lost in the darkness forever? Let me speak plainly. You're about to make some difficult decisions. Decisions that will affect the lives of others. How those decisions play out will become clear over time. I expect you're wondering who I am and where you are. I am the curator, the custodian of tales. My purpose is to keep a record of everything you do, every decision or mistake you make. This is my repository. It's filled with untold stories. Stories about friends and enemies, loyalty and betrayal, life and death. Understand that I am not here to help you. Although I have been known to bend the rules from time to time. To descend into the unknown alone is extremely brave. Or extremely foolish. Perhaps there is more to you than meets the eye. Let me give you a few words of advice. Throughout the story, you will encounter certain pictures which allude to possible outcomes. I suggest you pay attention to their meaning. They could foreshadow a future best avoided. But alas, the sands of time have run out for us. We'll meet again soon to see how you fared. Or failed.
Mailman 2-1 actual. All teams sound off. Over. Shit.
Merwin! Jason! 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 I'm close, man! I'm coming!
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Fuck is this place?
That you, Nick? Well, ain't that something? Where on God's green earth have we landed? We need to get back topside, regroup with the rest of the squad, and signal for medevac. This place ain't no weapons silo, but it's sure as fuck crawling with Iraqis. Nick? Sergeant K, pull yourself together. Eyes wide.
I saw something.
What do you mean, saw something?
I mean, it wasn't human. In a tunnel. Should have never gotten up that helo.
I fucking knew it. I knew you weren't ready for this.
I swear to God!
Do not get God involved in this bullshit. Now, I don't want to hear another fucking word. You pull your shit together right fucking now before you get us both killed.
You gotta believe me.
No, you believe this, Sergeant. You didn't see shit.
Something's not right. I know you can feel it.
The only thing I'm feeling is that I got my work cut out with you.
This thing is heavier than it looks. Give me a hand. I'm gonna need some more muscle.
He's skipping Jim again. That's Merle.
Jesus, I'm trying. Will you stop squirming around? It's bad. It's bleeding out. We have to cut him down right now.
Hold tight, buddy. We got you. Nick, I need you here.
Cut the wires! Fuck!
Oh, he's fucked. He's so fucked.
You don't think I can hear you?
You're gonna pull through, brother. Suck it up.
There's morphine in my back. Grab it. We're gonna pump you up, okay?
Hurry the hell up!
We got this. You keep lookout. Fuck!
Lookout for what?
Jesus, who the hell loaded these packs? What the fuck just happened? Clarice?
What was that?
Now! What happened? What the fuck is up there?
I don't know. I ain't trying to find out. Let's move! He's bleeding out. You gotta take care of this. Jake. You want the good version or the bad version? Just give it to me straight. Not gonna lie, man. It's pretty fucking bad.
Who's out there? He's running them down on us.
Man, hold still. Got the damn morphine in him. Shut up, man. Hold it the fuck in. Hold it in, man. Hold it the fuck in. We're so fucked.
I just tell you to keep your shit together.
They're coming for us.
Morphine's kicked in.
أنا الملازم سليم عثمان لكل الجنود. أنتوا فين؟ حول.
أنت فين؟ تعال ماشي.
كابتن دار، قادر تسمعني؟ عد الرسالة. حول. كابتن زفت. دار، إذا قادر تسمعني، أنا مش عارف، في كهف بحاول أخرج. حول أخس. كان عندي مشاريع النهاردة، استحمى، اسمع موسيقى، احتفل عيد ميلاد ابني، بس لا دقوا على بابنا. لا لما كان جايين. بص احنا فين دلوقتي؟ والله ما انا عارف انا فين. في حد موجود هنا؟ إذا في حد موجود هنا رد عليا دلوقتي. ايه اللي جرالك هنا؟ الو، مين هناك؟ انت عايز ايه مني؟
whole damn place is about to come down.
Where the hell are the Marines?
I don't know. It happened so fast, the ground just swallowed me up. Did you see Sergeant K? Kolchak?
Last I saw, they were together.
I tried. Something's interfering with the signal.
That could be another way out.
I don't know.
It's our only option. Let's move. Now.
When did you become so bossy?
It's my job to take control.
Carabiners, quick draws, rope, light. Shit. Okay,
All good?
all good.
Let's do it.
Well, that's a steep drop to nowhere.
We've got rope.
Hey, look! There's an airflow.
I say we climb. So when did you start smoking?
Excuse me?
The lighter.
It's nothing. Just something I picked up back at base.
Are you ready?
Are you? This place doesn't look much like a weapons silo to me.
If there's nothing down here, then why were we attacked?
There's a war on. People tend to shoot each other. Floor seems stable.
Yeah, it looks fine. That's gunfire.
Where's it coming from?
We should move.
Can you make anything out?
It's deep. That looks safe to you?
It's our only option.
Get the rope. Going down.
Unbelievable.
We're not the first ones here. Damn it. All this crap must be what Kayla's detected.
How could you have gotten it so wrong? You look around you. You went through all this shit for what? Like a few barrels and crates?
I'll learn from this. I'll go back and work twice as hard to rewrite the program. Kalis will be stronger than ever. You don't think I can do it? You don't believe in me?
There's no use in dwelling on it. We need to focus on the task ahead and find a way out of this place.
The hell is that?
Subsidence? From the aftershocks? This looks like archaeological gear. Somebody was studying this ruin.
Hey, we could use those lamps. The light could guide the Marines to us.
think that still works?
It'll work. Just needs gas. We need to find some. Rachel, give me a hand with these cans, will you?
They're full. How's the leg holding up?
Leg? Oh, you mean the prosthesis. I lost my leg back on the highway.
Are you seriously going to play this record again? Like, it's happened and it's shit, but there's nothing that can be done about it. My advice, move on.
I have moved on. But you're the one behind the wheel, remember?
Oh, get a grip, Eric.
Shit. Shine a light on the tank. Ah, shit.
What's wrong?
Fuel tube's worn loose. The damn valve is leaking.
Can it be fixed?
We have to secure the tube before starting the generator. There's gotta be something here to fix it. You got it?
I've got it.
We need to stay focused. Whatever issues are between us, we can't let them cloud our judgment.
Gee, thanks for the advice. I'll try not to let our failed marriage get in the way of our mission.
Just keep your eyes on the job.
Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm doing. Hold the fuel pipe. It's done. Hey, give me a hand with this panel.
Look at the state of these.
They're shot. Feels like so long since we worked on something together.
Same time, feels like yesterday. Why do we leave things like this?
I tried. But you made it so hard for me to stay.
We should have stuck together.
I don't think either of us expected to be out of each other's lives for so long.
Past year or so, my head's been buried in Kalis, and I was blind to anything else.
Your work is bigger than the both of us. Like, I don't think either of us could have foreseen the impact it would have.
Rach,
Say what's on your mind.
after the accident, I was at the lowest I'd ever been. I couldn't cope, couldn't function. And when I needed you most, Rachel, when I needed you by my side, you left me. Kayla's pulled me out of that pit.
It's the past, Eric. We have to put it behind us and look towards the future. Otherwise, we're just going around in circles.
I'm happy to look to that future. We have power. There was a way in for these people. There's a way out for us.
Let's take a look around.
won't make it. The other way is safer. This way.
Still work?
The tape is all tangled up.
It's fine, I can fix that.
Looks like that ring still means something to you.
I don't see you wearing yours.
Always close to my heart.
So much has changed.
I haven't forgotten what this ring means to me. But maybe you're right. Maybe it's too late.
You're pretty damn good together.
I knew it.
What do you want from me, Eric?
The truth would be a good start.
What does that mean?
Know you better than you think, Rachel. You lied to me about that lighter, and it wasn't about a secret smoking habit.
Eric,
Tell me the truth.
Don't do this.
Admit it. There's someone else, isn't there?
The bones of this temple are drenched in blood. We have set foot on an uncharted shore and roused something ancient and wicked. A blasphemy that comes in indescribable shapes and forms. For eons we lived as children in this world, unaware of the horrors that slumber beneath our feet. Now we have blindly thrown open the gates to madness. I fear being taken, but I must do what I must. We must seal this place for eternity, for all mankind. Mary, I'm sorry.
Hello? Shit!
Kill them all. The hell is going on?
I don't know, man. It was not supposed to play out like this.
Any call signs, this is King. Contact, contact! Taking fire! Did anyone call me? Over!
That's Rachel! King, this is Mailman 2-1 actual. Say again, over. King, this is Mailman 2-1 actual. How copy, over? Damn it!
Let me go. Listen, you leave me here. Shut up, Warren. I said leave me. I'll hold them off.
Marwin, those are not Iraqi.
Whatever the fuck they are, they're mine. Go.
I'm not leaving a man behind. No fucking way.
And you die with me.
Something simple in this goddamn place?
You're not serious. That looks decades old.
It's all we have. Can you see him?
Yeah, he's coming.
Gotcha.
Help me!
Gotta stop struggling! Rachel, grab onto something!
I can't see! It's too dark! Come on! Fuck!
Damn it, Rachel, will you hold still? I'm so sorry, Rachel. I'm so sorry.
What nightmare have these luckless souls fallen into? Poor Rachel has been lost to the darkness. Bonds that were once thought unbreakable have now been cut free. The heart is always the first to fall. What of Jason and Nick? Brothers in arms, but are they really as close as they appear? Or will it be a case of each man for himself? And the night is still young. Which brings us to Salim. He seems level-headed, an almost reluctant soldier, perhaps. An unwelcome fate now awaits our survivors, trapped beneath the earth, swallowed by the void. One by one, their lights will be snuffed out, unless you can find the means to save them. It's not my place to concern myself with the affairs of others, but it does keep things interesting. I can offer you some words of advice, as long as you are willing to keep this strictly between ourselves. A prudent choice, all things considered. Long ago, I met a blind poet who impressed upon me these wise words. Long is the way and hard, and out of hell leads up to light. That's all for now.
Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year?